Hi, and welcome again to another edition of Market Analysis for today, October 24th of 2024. And I'm Giovanni Benacourt, and this is a recording previous to the USA session open. All right, so we saw yesterday how the markets had a negative fluctuation to the downside. We did violate that level of support that we have placed. It wasn't broken. It didn't close below it. So therefore, it's going to remain the same for today. We're seeing that the market had opened today with this, very small gap up, and the market seems to be obviously in a recovery mode. Obviously, we saw yesterday's earnings reports, and companies beat expectations, such as Tesla. In the Nasdaq, that is helping it out. So let's see how much of a help will it receive. So we're gonna keep all of the same levels that we've been obviously following. 20,000 is gonna continue to be the floor for the Nasdaq. So let's see if today we do a rally and just at least close where we opened yesterday, or come back into the highs of all these past few days. So initially buying will be favored for the Nasdaq. Then we see that the S&P 500 as well so this one closed at 5,841, one tick or 1 point above our level of support, which is 5,840. So let's just for argument's sake, we're gonna just lower that a bit, small. So again, the same occurrence is happening with the S&P. So perhaps we'll have a nice recovery day today in the indices, the equities market. Okay, so the Dow also is right there, and it didn't close because this one closed at 42,673, and then we have our support at 42,649. So it didn't close, but they kind of bounced off of that today. So let's just lower that to 42,600. Let's just keep a bit more of a breathing room for the Dow. So 42,400-ish, and we're still gonna maintain that 43,700-ish level. So the Dow could easily continue to fluctuate to the downside. So be careful on that one. If we see the Russell, the Russell fluctuated towards that level of support where the 50-day moving average is sitting, but it did rebound from that. It didn't break it, so it didn't close below it. So again, also a small tad of a gap up open with the Russell. So that Nasdaq, S&P, and Russell buying. The Dow, don't know. Could be a selling day to continue selling it today. Then we see crude oil, how crude oil has been able to sustain itself north of $70. Okay, and yeah. So let's see as we continue our trajectory to the upside, perhaps today, and to the end of the session. So continue buying crude oil. Nat Gas. All right, so Nat Gas is beginning to receive a lot more volume, a lot more bid. We are entering obviously into the usage for heating homes. Weather is changing, getting colder. So 250. We did open with a nice gap up above the 50-day moving average. Keep that in mind. So momentum to the upside, buying. Then we have gold. Gold yesterday did a correction. It didn't fluctuate as low as it was expected. It didn't come down to a psychological round number of 2,700. It did stop shy of it, or about 14 points or so. But we are in a recovery mode now. Continue to the momentum to the upside. So buying gold, staying really long in gold. Gonna continue at 3,000 maybe by the end of the year. All right, so silver did break our level of support because it did close below it. It didn't, and also open with a gap down, has been closed. So $33 is just jumps right at me. A nice round number. Let's just keep that level of resistance of 35.5. Let's see if it'll do a recovery and come back up at least to $35. So initially buying copper. Also, copper is doing some sort of a recovery, but not that much. You see, it stay within a very tight range. Look, equal lows, equal highs. Ooh, this is just, I mean, this is a perfect setup for a breakout. So it's accumulating pressure. So where will it break out to? All right. So it's a big battle between the bulls and the bears. So let's see who will win. I'll be staying out of that one for a little bit, unless, you know, obviously see a trend being developed. So here we got Bitcoin. Also, Bitcoin just looking to stay north of 66,000. Initially buying towards the 68.5. Then the euro, well, maybe the euro has found its bottom and is, you know, is looking to sustain itself and you know, start climbing back up above 108. Let's see if that would be the case for the euro. Pound, same token. Even though the pound has broken that's the first level of support, so therefore they just use a 200-day moving average as our second, and then the lower Bollinger Band as our first level of support. So there we have it. The resistance level is going to stay the same. Okay, so going long the currencies, and the dollar index will have said a lot if it continues to decline. Let's see if it'll come down to the 200-day moving average, and what will happen from there if it continues to move lower or bounce. That's it for me today. Have a great trading day. I'll see you tomorrow.